We're sure everyone has seen at least one celebrity couple and asked themselves, why? In today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the most popular celeb wives who married for money. A look into the world of gold digging. So, celebrities usually have prenups in place to avoid massive financial losses during divorces. But sometimes the occasional slip-up does happen, causing the now ex-wife's pockets to become substantially heavier. It's these very relationships that make one question whether celebrities ever marry for love, or is it just a facade for money? More often than not, we see younger women marrying men old enough to be their fathers or grandfathers because they have a ridiculous amount of money that can sustain the lavish lifestyles they seek. This works out for the men who want to be seen with their gorgeous, youthful wives boosting their forever young images. For a lot of these men, these wives are just trophies. And for the wives, they're just ATMs. While these women haven't walked away with billions per se, they've definitely spent billions during the spans of their relationships. One can only dream of the lives of luxury they've lived. Anna Nicole Smith. A prime example of one of the world's most famous gold digger wives is none other than Anna Nicole Smith. She met 87-year-old J. Howard Marshall, an oil tycoon, while working as a stripper at merely 24 years old. The couple rushed into a speedy marriage just a few years into the relationship. Howard passed only 13 months after their wedding, not leaving Anna a single penny in his will. However, Anna took this to the courts and managed to score herself a colossal check of a whopping $465 million. Unfortunately, she was unable to use any of the money due to her accidental overdose on her prescription medication at the age of 39. Her daughter, Danielle Lynn, inherited all of her mother's accumulated wealth. She is known as one of America's richest kids. Anna's net worth is said to be $475 million. Amy Irving. When she first started out in Hollywood back in 1976, Irving began dating Steven Spielberg, only to end up cheating on him 4 years later with her co-star on Honeysuckle Rose, Willie Nelson. When her career began swindling down, she rekindled her relationship with Spielberg, and the two got married in 1985. This did not last long at all. 4 years later, it ended. Tragically for Spielberg, prenups written on the back of a napkin don't hold up in court, and Amy managed to score herself $100 million off of this divorce. Her current net worth is $120 million. Courtney Love. You have to be living under a rock not to know who Courtney Love is. Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love were the hottest couple in the 90s. They started dating in 1989 and got married a few months into the relationship. Love introduced Cobain to the drug that ended up causing him to take his own life in 1994, heroin. And so a lot of people blame her for his death. And some even speculate that this was her intent all along. Courtney inherited all of Cobain's fortunes made during his Nirvana days, which is said to amount to around $200 million as of today. Oksana Grigorieva. Before meeting Mel Gibson in 2007, Grigorieva was married to Russian lawyer Igor Baranov, albeit for a mere 3 months in 1989. She then in 1992 married British artist Nicholas Rowland, who she then ditched for Timothy Dalton. She met Gibson 4 years after splitting from Dalton, got pregnant the same year, and got married to Mel in 2009 after giving birth to their daughter. Oksana managed to walk away with $750 million in a lawsuit due to her allegations of assault and abuse against Gibson, plus child support. Heather Mills. McCartney and Mills got married in 2002 when he was 60, and she was practically half his age, 34. They divorced in 2008, and Mills walked away with $50 million in her divorce settlement with the former Beatle. Rumor has it that the total amount was based off $25,000 per day of marriage. The judge censured Mills for illegally tapping McCartney's phone, and all her stories of him being the bad guy began falling apart. Heather's own publicist quit because she said Mills is a gold digger, calculated pathological liar after realizing how much she had been lied to. Kimora Lee Simmons. This woman isn't your average gold digger. No, don't be mistaken. Kimora Lee Simmons didn't just marry Russell Simmons for his money. She took over his entire fashion empire to make it her own. Even after they split, she didn't opt for taking a mere settlement amount. She took over one of his companies, Fat Farm, to turn it into a reality TV show which successfully launched her career, earning her billions as of today. Her net worth reportedly stands at roughly 190 to 200 million. Not only this, but when they split up in 2008, Russell has to pay her 40 grand a month, as well as buy her a new car every 3 months. Ivana Trump. In 1976, Ivana was associated with a New York City group of models when she met Donald Trump. She was immediately slapped with the gold digger label when they got married, knowing her track record having married Alfred Winkelmeyer for the Austrian passport. During their 20-something years of marriage, Ivana did not shy away from milking all the luxuries Trump could possibly provide her with. Honestly, who can blame her? Ivana cashed out majorly with the divorce, a $20 million settlement, $14 million home, and an annual alimony of $350,000. Blac Chyna. So, Blac Chyna. Who doesn't know about the Blac Chyna, Tyga, and Kylie drama at this point? Chyna was a former stripper before she became linked to Tyga. The two ended up having a baby together, and even though Chyna did not request child support, she seemed to be making big money with being able to sustain her lifestyle while having a child to raise. While Tyga was dating Kylie Jenner, Blac Chyna jumped into an engagement with Kylie's brother, Rob. This made people question the genuineness of the relationship. 6 months after their daughter was born, the two split, and not at all amicably. Rob currently has to pay 20 grand in child support on a monthly basis. That rounds out to $240,000 annually. Amber Heard. We all know that Heard was barely an accomplished actress when she married Johnny Depp. A lot of people speculated that she only married him for money and to set her career off, which happened, especially with her landing a lead role in Aquaman. When she filed for divorce claiming Depp was abusive, the voice recordings that came out proved that it was quite the opposite. Ellen Nordegren. Before becoming his wife, Ellen was the nanny for Tiger Woods' children. They'd met at the 2001 Open Championship after she moved to the States. They were married for 6 years before his cheating scandal surfaced, after which Nordegren promptly filed for divorce. She managed to walk off with $100 million in the divorce settlement. That's all we have for you today, folks. But we'll be back with more juicy celebrity gossip and news in our next video. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay in the loop about all the celeb drama Hollywood has to offer. We'll be back soon with more videos for all of you to enjoy. Until then, goodbye for now.